Hello, everyone. This is High Priestess Jamila. You can see I already got my chat up in here, thumbs and up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, I thought I turned this off. Now I got way too much dishwater. So, as you guys can see, I am in my kitchen and I am busting suds. Okay. I am busting suds in my kitchen. I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to get into the chat. I'm gonna try. I don't want to set my phone down on any crumbs or anything because I'm actually cleaning my kitchen. So I'm just gonna sit the phone down and talk like this, okay? It'll be the best thing for this one. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure that you guys hit the thumbs up. If you guys need me for anything, spiritual battles, hex removals, reversals, bindings of enemies, you guys can contact me. So this is a very spiritual conversation that I'm getting ready to have with y'all, but it's also practical and survival in the world that we live in. Women attacking each other for the sake of an abusive and or pedophilic and or rapist type of man, it is not supported by the spirits at all. So we got to have a discussion. First of all, we are going to be bringing up a couple of people that are here on YouTube. You guys know about them. But those people are not the point because, again, we are not battling with people. We're battling with demons. Some of these people are possessed by those demons. But they still have to get the karma for the decisions that they made to the things that they did to folks, okay? Now, I have had a abusive male stalking me in social media for 6 years now. And along with this man, he has women or people claiming to be women because I don't recognize these women as having feminine energy, to be honest with you. And so one of them earlier today in their chat, and yeah, we're going to talk about some witchcraft today because I just, first of all, this person admitted that she was lighting candles on me. And I want to tell you something, honey. Witchcraft is not just about lighting a candle. Okay? So I've got people that are attacking me personally. They attacked my family for years. They're still attacking my family, even though they have no idea what's going on. They have nothing to do with it. They have no clue about my children. I don't discuss them with them. Okay? And so, so there's been a lot of lies. First of all, this particular group of people support a man that speaks very disgustingly about children, but yet will try to judge me and say that he needs protection from me. So obviously a woman with that frame of mind is not really in her right mind. Okay? Because if anything, me and my children are the ones that need protection, and we have protection. There are some women that support toxic masculinity. They support women being mistreated, beaten, raped, slandered. Okay, this man was slandering me earlier today, calling me out of my name. And I want to tell y'all something. The truth of the matter to that situation is that this man is still trying to pursue me, which is why he's being that way. Men lie. You got to be careful. And I think that they know he's lying. But he's been contacting me, begging me to see him, and I refuse because he threatened my 6-year-old child with violence. If you are a woman and you support, what's the matter? What's the matter, poo-poo? If you are a woman and you are supporting a man that is doing these things, what do you think is going to happen to you? nothing good is going to happen to you, honey. And as far as with witchcraft that these people throw at you, first of all, there's no weaker witchcraft than a woman that has no self-worth and no self-esteem. So, but I think that as a combination, my spirits do take things like that seriously, being that it's a combined effort. And so, all those candles that you light compared to my one, there is no comparison. Spirit does not support you in any way. If you are a woman, a feminine energy supporting a man in attacking a woman and children. In fact, the Divine Mother doesn't even recognize you at all. Okay? Now, all of these people that they've been compared to animals, and we're going to have to stop doing that because there's animals that have more sense than these people. But I wanted to give you a divine message from the spirits that you will always, first of all, you lost. You will always lose. And you need to be careful because, like I said again, women like you are not allowed access to the etheric realm. Okay? You will not have access to the etheric realm. In fact, if I get any symptoms from the work that you're doing, they're merely so that I can destroy you and go right back to watching, whatever it is that I watch on TV that day. You have no power as a woman if you are doing that. I think they all found that out, that they have no power doing that. It'll never work for you, no matter what your excuse is, okay? And you better learn that because, hon, I don't just light candles. I go through the etheric realm, a place where you don't have access to it. Because nobody's checking for you in the spirit realm or anywhere else because they don't feel that you are deserving of that energy. Which is why a lot of them, the reason why they do what they do is because they're jealous of me as a woman, but what they don't realize is that, yes, I do have divine masculine energy. I always have. See, these people began attacking me because they thought I was single. Okay, so people do that, and I want to let y'all know that that's not going to fly either. None of it. None of it is going over well with the spirits, and it never will. Now, I personally think that all of these people are on a suicide mission. I think that you must be trying to harm yourself if you're in a chat room of a known rapist. Well, not a known rapist, but somebody that has said things that literally is the most disgusting thing. No one even, and then he'll say that the reason why he said those things is because he was trying to get rid of the woman, but yet he's still begging the woman for her time. So that's where you have your mishap and your mishap in your mind as a woman. But see, you're so willing to believe the man because you crave that male attention and you don't know how else to get it. Okay. And then also some of you are just angry and spiteful. These women ran around for several years trying to destroy my life. And when they saw that I got into the big house, which they kept saying they was going to send me to the big house, but I actually ended up just getting a big house. Y'all hit the thumbs up. You patriarchal women, you are in danger. Especially those of you that do some of the things that these people do. You are not safe, honey. It is not safe for you. And it will be the divine feminine that will be the one to take you down. That's who's been taking you down. That's why you're still angry at me. But until you change your ways, the situation is not going to improve for you. You don't have any power over anyone's children, not even your own, probably. And the reason why you don't is because you make the wrong decisions every single day. You make the decision to support a man who is using you to try to get back in. And if I were a woman, I wouldn't want to be down with that. The truth of the matter is that, he doesn't mind you doing what you doing because it just makes things easier for him because, I'm telling you the truth about it. And these women will come and this woman said, I'm protecting him from you. Now, let me just say something to you. I don't know what kind of trauma you went through that made you delusional like that, but what makes you think that he needs protection from me? And why would he deserve protection from me? What source is that protection going to come from? Are you trying to pretend to be a witch now? Where is your source of protection going to come from? Who do you think has dominion over the demons, the divine feminine? Why do you think that you always lose? Why do you think you've been losing? Why do you think that I am above you at this point? You are trying to work on people that are above your pay grade, which I don't believe you have a pay grade at all. So you need to be careful messing around with witchcraft because I am that witch. Part of what protects me is my righteousness and my blessings and grace from God. That's very powerful. Not to mention my spirit within itself. And the fact that you're doing this for a man who is attacking divine feminines. I mean, you would think that you would put it two and two together in your head. Hello, the reason why you're still frustrated and mad and upset is because you keep doing the wrong thing. Perhaps your father was like that. That may be what it was. Perhaps that's what it is that your father was really abusive to women, stalked them, harassed them, called them out of their names, and disrespected them. That could be why you don't have enough respect for yourself to recognize what you're supposed to be doing. It doesn't even matter if you don't like me. But the fact that you're going against a very powerful divine feminine and you're just lighting candles, honey, I'll teach you some stuff. You want to learn about witchcraft, you about to learn because you definitely gonna have to go and seek some help to get this off of you that my spirit's done put on you today. You shouldn't have said that. So, first of all, you guys have no power. You are totally denied access to the divine feminine energy. And this woman actually lost all of her children that we're talking about. All of her children were removed from her home because somebody that she knew personally was brave enough, thank the goddess, to call the police and call them on her. And this woman has been angry at me ever since. You wouldn't have lost your children if you were taking care of them. Doesn't matter if you had to have a Section 8 place or if you had to even be on assistance. A lot of women have to because, the men in their lives are not doing anything or either they're abusive, okay? So, but it's just the point that, you as a woman, and by the way, guys, this has went a long way, but it needs to happen because we need to bring this woman to justice. There's actually a video of this woman. If you go over to this guy's platform, you'll see her in his chat as Corona proof. Well, she's not actually Corona proof at all. Okay. So yes, you will be judged, honey, in this lake of fire that we got going on right now. Okay. She's in there with a skull and the name of her account is Corona proof. That woman that was threatening me with witchcraft today. Okay. She lost all of her children to the state because she was crazy. Because any woman that is stalking another woman in social media, her sanity has to be questioned. Okay. Especially if it's people that you don't know. I could see somebody that a person knows stalking somebody because you know that person. Maybe that person disappointed you. Maybe that person upset you. Maybe there was an argument. But this woman attacked me and began attacking me several years ago unprovoked. And there's actually audio out there of her talking about her own child. Her saying very abusive things to her child. She's angry and demonically possessed. So you're the weakest link. Now, my spirits work with the energy of justice. I work court cases all the time. My spirits work on the realm of justice. We are very righteous over here, hon. So you're no competition for me when it comes to magic. In fact, I don't even think you believe in it. You don't believe in yourself as a woman, which is why you do these things. And it's so sad. It's not my problem. You'll never be able to put that off on me, ever. And that's just the word of it. But you guys are understand that if you are going around doing these things, you will be punished in this life. This is what is happening to you. You're under judgment. Yeah, and I'm the reason because of that. Yeah, part of me and a lot of my other spirits judge you all the time. You don't have any authority to judge anybody. You've never had any authority over here. The fact that you are doing these things, I'm just going to let you know right now, hon, you better get ready. My spirits love to do that. You know when your mama, and this is not bad mamas, but when you get spanked as a child, your mama ain't tried to beat you to death or nothing. She just gave you a little spanking. Remember when your mama said, look, your ass whooping is coming? Remember when mamas used to do that? Okay. There is nothing, there's a fine line between discipline and abuse. And I don't believe in using, that kind of forcible abuse on children. But, a little spanking ain't hurt us. Okay. Now, when they pulled out belts and extension cords, that's when they began to go too far. That's when it was like, okay, yeah, you're not helping anything. In fact, you're making it worse. But as far as, our parents disciplining us, if we needed it, that's what happened. And many of you, turned out okay. You were not violent. You were not in social media threatening people's children. I realized that some of these people grew up with a lot of violence. That's the reason why this guy came out in social media and threatened my children. Can y'all hit the thumbs up, please? Spirit got to filter out the chat. Hit the thumbs up, you guys. Those of you that are here peeking because you are a weird, sadistic person that enjoys hearing this monster talk about children. You enjoy hearing him talk about my children and talk negatively about my children, then you need to get out of my chat and get off of my channel. You are no match for divine feminine, hon. You're not. And you already know that, honey. You need to get up out of my chat room. You need to quit coming over here thumbsing down my videos. We go through a cycle with this guy. He contacts me. He tells me that he wants my body. I tell him no. And then he starts coming over here, him and these women attacking my channel. So what is it exactly that you're doing? Or you're trying to weaken me so that I'll forgive him and go back to him? I don't understand it. And honey, these things are never going to happen. It's been 5 months and this man has no chance of ever seeing me again. And it doesn't matter what you do or what you say, you're not able to change that. Now, I'm pretty sure that for some of them, they're too far gone and demonic to take heed to what I am saying. And that's fine. You'll be dealt with. Okay? But you need to understand that you need to quit playing around with magic, little girl, before it does something to hurt you. A lot of y'all that do magic and y'all do all this dirty stuff, man, you have no idea how blessed you are that your own spirits ain't chin checked your ass. You need to quit playing around with witchcraft, man. You have no idea about witchcraft, and this ain't no joke. This is not a joke. Yes, sweetie? You can't get what? Past the thing. Help him get past the baby gate, honey. Okay? So that, as far as the witchcraft stuff, you can't, then also you can't light candles to protect that dude when he's attacking people every day. If he would go away and leave people alone and stop harassing people on a daily basis, then these things wouldn't happen to him. So you're wasting your energy and your time. You're just wasting a candle. And literally, it's as simple as this. Spirit sees you as a problem just simply because you wasted a candle. You wasting Earth's resources. We recycle over here, hon. You wasting your time lighting any candle to protect him because he don't have no protection, and neither do you. You can't be protected from your fate. You can't. Whatever it is that he's meant to go through, whatever negative karma that he's meant to get, he's gonna get it. To be honest with you, I don't even care what his karma is. I just want him to stop speaking on me. For example, he's on his channel calling me a whore and things of that nature. But you don't realize as a woman that he's calling me a whore because he can't have me and he feels as though if I'm with someone else. See, this is where a lot of you women get it confused and you end up where you're at in life. That's why you're where you're at. That's why you're not happy, because you're supporting stuff like this. I don't know why your mother never sat down and talked to you about the company that you keep. And you know what? I've been around a lot of gangsters. I've been around gangsters. I've been around thugs my entire life. And they don't harm children. They would never turn on their camera and threaten to pee in a child's mouth like this man did for YouTube. And it's not even for YouTube. This is this person's own sick problem. And him avoiding the obvious, the obvious error to his ways. That's not your fault at all because he's a grown man. You don't have any power to influence anybody except for yourself. But my point that I'm making is that women like you have no power. Is anybody going to argue that? Anybody going to argue that point? No, he's been spiritually attacking. Yes, I do have protection, but he also no, we have something to say about this. It ain't even about ignoring him or blocking him. He's blocked now. He's definitely blocked now. But we need to, these are points that we need to bring up. There's no need for me to avoid this topic. We have to talk about this as women. Clearly, there's some women out there that have not been taught or properly trained, even for themselves. I mean, what do you think you're going to get? You lighting candles on people that you don't know. You don't know their power, obviously, because you're disrespectful as all get out. There's a lot of people that have power and people like you are disrespectful to them. So just because you don't have good sense don't mean that I don't have the power to destroy you and what you're doing. We're not gonna talk about what it is that's gonna happen. We're just gonna let y'all see what happens with that whole situation over there. But what I can tell you is that if you are supporting a man that is abusing children, stalking children, okay, probably abusing the people that he takes medical care of, the people that are in his care, he's probably abusing them. You will have negative karma and you will reap what you sow. What's sad is that this woman is on there talking about protecting this man, but does she care about protecting her children? This woman actually came out. There's a video footage of her talking about her own child, saying that it's sitting in the corner and it's gonna start making weird noises. Worst mother on YouTube, stalking me. She is literally the worst mother in that black sector. I don't want to say on YouTube, but she's the worst mother, okay, to even say that about her child. That's why they took her children, because they knew she didn't love them because she lacks love for herself. Now, that's your business, hon. I pray for your children. I hope that they turn out okay in spite of their evil and sadistic mother. Okay, your energy reminds me a lot of Gabriel Fernandez's mother. But we're not gonna get into that, honey. You'll light a candle to protect a man that is threatening children, but you won't light a candle to protect children. How cute. And you know what? I don't think that these people. I think these people are blind. I really do. It's honey, no, you're not. You're not competing with me. Yeah, and I'll destroy every last one of them. I will, and especially being that I know that in real life this woman is abusing her children. She's around some children. I don't believe those children that she's around right now are hers because all of her children were taken from her. But they need to watch you. Oh yeah, they need to watch you. And anybody that has came and made accusations, these people are reflecting and projecting. So yeah, you ain't got no, you can't hold a candle to me. But I think it's interesting that we've got witches. Y'all know I got witches threatening me on here. So that's what I'm talking about right now. A witch threatened me in a chat room and admitted that she was lighting candles. And see, now you gonna learn what real witchcraft is. You gonna learn, honey. Because you doing some disgusting stuff over there. I want to let y'all know what I'm about. I ain't about that. I ain't never about that. Even if I don't like a woman, I would never do anything to harm her children. So I have good sense. That's not what I do. I'm a real witch, though. There's a lot of these people that use witchcraft. They really don't know what witchcraft is. I'm just keeping it real with you. It ain't about all this that y'all talking about. I realize that they have demonized witches in movies, for example, The Conjuring and things of that nature. But if you notice, the lady that was helping the family, she was a witch as well. She was a good witch. And so was her husband. So, listen, hun, I would really suggest that you stay out of the arena with the big girls like myself, because you're really not ready for me, and you're really not ready for Ekate. You're not ready for her. You not, and God has already took your children from you because you are a despicable, deplorable person. This guy over on that platform, he doesn't even pretend to be a good person. He doesn't even pretend. So everything's out in the open. Nobody is delusional about this here, honey. Everybody that is watching this knows exactly what's going on, don't they? Oh yeah, they do, honey. And I'm sorry, my spirit is thousands of years old. You must be new. They say I'm an old soul. So I just wanted to say that and to let y'all women know that we are joining hands on the 1st for Beltane. It's going to be so much fun. And women like that, unfortunately, we can't really help them. This woman is all the way over in London. They wouldn't even probably want our help. We can't join hands with those women because those women have it out for us. They're against us. Okay? They are against us. And it's a petty jealousy. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. Okay? And you have no power. I wanted to come and personally tell them that because you think I'm the only woman dealing with people like this? I'm not the only woman dealing with women like you. There's lots of women dealing with women like you. You're weak. You're weak, honey. Yeah, I was talking about the indigo. Yes, honey. I got this thing over here. I'm going to move this out the way. My tiki torch fell. So guys, and no woman has to be, no woman ever, I don't care what her circumstance is, no woman ever has to fear a weak, deplorable woman like you. None of us have to. We may pick up on your bad energy. I actually threw the cards and I said, because I was feeling a little something, y'all. She been over there lighting candles. Yeah, it has been, but that's okay though. We're not drained though. We're not drained at all. We are standing up and facing this evil. Hey, Princess Cass, we are standing up and facing this evil. I don't feel drained at all. So, but I will tell you that I've been getting sleep. So I've been getting hella sleep. I slept all day yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But this has to be addressed. This is not something that we're not gonna. This is like the pink elephant in the room. You know, whenever you go and you listen to this man's lives, everything is contradicted by the things that he said. And I'm not responsible for the things that that man said. He said that on his own. I didn't hear the things that he said. Not last year when he started to show how deplorable he really is, which was threatening violence against children. And I don't stand for that. Okay. And, you know, not in this lifetime, buddy, because he's begged me to come back to him. So women like you will do things like this, not knowing the truth. Get yourself involved. Honey, the reason why he's even still talking about me is because he wants me back. You understand that? And he never actually had me, but he wants me to come back to him. He wants to come over here, and he know he ain't welcome around my daughters. Never. He might as well hang up the towel and give up the ghost, because there's that first of all, there would be no incentive. I don't even care if a man had money for you to be with him with the way that he's behaved. And the fact that he's never made any sincere apology, he never changes. He was just over there talking about me earlier today. Now, I would think that a person that's turning down sex would be considered not a whore, but he called me a whore because I told him no thank you with the sex offer that he made to me, you know? Absolutely. Absolutely. But we got to talk about this, y'all, because what is up with these toxic females? Why are you so angry? I think it's because of their mothers. I think that some of these people did grow up with abusive mothers. Hey, I get it, you know, but you got to understand that you have got to stop pointing the finger at everybody else that you don't like just because of what your mom did to you. Okay, and I'm sorry, you know, I've seen and heard. I have best friends. I have my baby in the chat, Orion's daughter. I love her. That's my heart, you know, and you know, it's like it's terrible, you know. And Orion's daughter has talked about her mom, so I'm not bringing up her business without her permission. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. They really don't know how deep witchcraft is. I mean, I'm fully protected. You can see my house around me, literally. You know, I can do whatever I want. Do I want to kill these people, destroy these people? I would like to kill and destroy that demon that's on you. Okay. You know, because I can't even imagine what this guy went through to make him that way. He went right back on there, did the same exact thing. Those are his mistakes. Those things don't hurt me. I heard everything that he said. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Also, they were upset when I moved into my house. They were upset. It's like it's so bizarre. It really is. But I think that it's all about you making the wrong decision. Lighting candles on me to protect him. Wrong move, honey. I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, and my king is gonna trump your jack, honey. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh, this witch is bold." And I have been feeling a little nagging, kind of, but then I know how to recenter myself. You know, and see, guys, I'm already dealing with enough. I'm gonna ask my sisters to make sure that y'all pay attention to these people that are coming against me, and y'all light candles on them, because I have cases that involve children. I have cases that involve women. I have cases that involve men that women love. I don't have time for that. I really honestly don't. And I love my clients with all my heart. I love them so much that I feel everything that they feel. And to have to be bothered with this is absolutely, and I think that's why Spirit is pulling together my coven. I think that's why they're doing that, because it's time. And then also, I'm supposed to bring some more little ones into the world. Very important. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Gabriel Fernandez wants to come back through me because he already asked me to be his mommy. I love my children with all my heart. I would die for them, and I have died for them so many times before, and I'll do it again because that is what I am. I am a mother. And you're not going to use this maniac against me anymore, okay? Yes, mamas. Huh? Hold on a second. Are you... He made a big old mess, so it's cool. I can't stay muted for that long. So Ekate said I grew up with a toxic foster mother, boomer baby. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. When those negative spirits take over women, they're really, really hard. And see, all of us as mothers, we've had to be patient and understanding with our children, and we have to listen to them. But when you have a grown man that never had a mother, because his mother still is not mothering him, and this is the reason why, like today, guys, I've got a video going up of my recipe. So I will be doing an official recipe for kids, putting it up. And I know I'm going to help so many people with that, because your children are having anxiety. Your children are being spiritually attacked by people like these people. If you've been abused as a child, please find it in your heart to heal so that you can stop attacking others. That's what you need to do. You need to break the cycle. That's what many of them are doing. And honey, we're all protected from that. Okay, and guys, I'm gonna give you guys also a tour, and I'm gonna go live from my computer a little bit later because I want to talk to y'all about the Beltane ritual. We're gonna do a whole thing about Beltane. We're gonna learn about Beltane. I just have to find my actually, you know what, Daniela. Now I will tell this one person, Ms. London, the witch that's been attacking me, honey, we don't have to know your name to get you. So she thinks that she's protected by anonymity, but she's not. And she should know that. There's never going to be a time where, hey, you wanted to go to Walmart, right? Hold on a second, guys. Hey, the righteous one. Hello. I like that leaf. Anything green. So I did get my green man statuette. It's on its way. And so we'll be ready for the Beltane ritual. But I'm going to go live and just talk to you guys about Beltane. And because you guys still have time to join the ritual too. Okay? Yeah. She's a crystal baby. Oh. Yeah, Jacob, I believe he's a rainbow baby. Jacob is a rainbow baby. And they are extremely gifted. But the negative frequencies is coming from people like these people. This woman consistently, Spirit told me a few years ago that this woman, all of those women were sending negative energies to my children. All of them were. And I know because Jacob is like, his spirit can handle it more. You got to give your children psychic defense. Because Jacob would break down. He would start covering his head. He would say, stop it, because Jacob is very gifted. So we've got to go and heal our children from the inside out. So I will be putting that up because it doesn't protect them from every little thing, but it does protect them from a lot of it. And you'll find a huge change in your child. In fact, the prevalence of autism started coming on probably around 2012. But a lot of people don't even realize that even that is a demonic attack on our children. And they sometimes can't articulate it to tell us, especially, I believe that the potion that I made for Jacob reverses the symptoms. After all, symptoms is not a diagnosis, and we all know that, okay? And I'm telling you that because I'm a healer, okay? So, and people say, well, why do you smoke? Because I like it, and I'm a healer. I like smoking. Okay, but I can still heal people. But on the other side of that spectrum, I can destroy your ass. So don't play with me. And to be honest with you, many of these evil people, they enjoy the feeling of being destroyed and harmed. And I was actually talking about it the other night about how these types of people, they're not going to tell you how much I've been hurting them. They're not going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? And that isn't even my point of hurting you, but I'm sorry if you're attacking children, you deserve everything that you get. And they attack children in the womb. They're very disgusting people. Okay? So, as far as this being a spiritual battle, this is a spiritual battle that we already won. Like, they had one of them talking about an energy shift. Oh, she's not shifting. Well, honey, I shifted 2 months ago. But they don't know your spiritual business because all they know how to do is project. But I'm like a tree planted firmly, and the threats, the, psychological warfare, the spiritual warfare, none of what you did worked. You're just wasting energy. And let me tell y'all something. Do y'all think spirits like it when people waste energy? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You think spirit co-signs you wasting energy? What you need to be doing is doing spells to protect your children. That of which she's not doing. This is such a disappointment. And as a divine feminine, I'm coming at you straight from source, hon, because this, and it just is what it is, I'm going to be honest with you. Guns don't kill people. Cigarettes don't kill people. This kind of stuff kills people. You're not upsetting me. It doesn't upset me that you're doing what you're doing. In fact, I am very well grounded. Oh my goddess, y'all, I ordered my tapestry. Now, that's not going to be here until I think closer to the 4th of May. My spirit animals. So we got spirit animal readings that are coming up. And then also there'll be regular readings because, you guys need to connect to nature. So that is what spirit is urging me to do, is to get you guys connected to nature so that, all of this stress that these evil people, because they've made a choice. People like that have made a choice. They had another choice to take a better route, but they chose to take this route. And this route will never be good for you. I don't care what kind of delusion you're under. As you can see, I have everything that I want and need. And they tried to lie to you. They tried to lie on my spirits. They tried to tell you that I was on Section 8. That's not what's going on over here, hon. And you know it. And you don't want to face it because you don't want to admit that you lost. Which the battle was for them to keep me down. What made you think you would ever win in keeping me down? That made no sense to me. And all of you gave your children a disservice at the end of the day, because instead of you using your energy to make a better way for your children, You used your energy to attack me and mine, and you got exposed and you lost. This is not a joke. This is the facts. And see, I shocked them because I didn't come here the day before and said, I'm moving tomorrow, y'all. I came when I moved in. They were shocked. Probably almost gave them heart attacks. They were probably punching the walls and spitting on my picture because these people are disgusting. And it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with them not wanting. They're very unhappy people. That's terrible. Being raised by a parent that is unhappy. I can see the problem with all of them and have extended olive branches to all of them. Please believe that I'm not on here to throw up.
I want ice cream.
You want ice cream?
No, I want ice cream.
Okay, honey. I'm not here to throw up in your face what you've been through as a child. I am here to tell you that this has affected you. You're demented. You have dementia, and you're going to end up hurting yourself. You do not practice witchcraft while not even having an understanding of it. This is not a joke. You know how many people have went into witchcraft and left? And please believe that if you think you just sitting over there being nosy with your cards, honey, witches invented tarot. We invented it. We invented divination tools. You're on our territory judging us, trying to use our stuff. No. And see, there was a reader on here that found out the hard way. She was trying to do a reading with an intent to do harm to me. And it came back on her instantly while she was doing the reading. She could barely even talk. She thought she was connecting with my energy and that I was feeling that way. No, hon, no. They don't understand it. They're being misguided, but they're also coming over here to me to get guidance and taking it onto their other channel. But the problem is that especially if you using my material and my ideas, as soon as I'm saying we releasing, they releasing. As soon as I'm saying we doing heart chakra healing, they doing heart chakra healing. Fine, then really heal your heart chakra. Then really do it then, sis. Otherwise, you keep fighting against me while trying to be me on so many levels, and you can't replace me. I don't understand these people with my spirits know the difference between me and you. And this is something that they have been extremely upset about. And it's, the money that I make being the witch that I am, that is a manifestation of my actual real power. And there's testimonies that are in there too. There's nothing that you can do. Give it up. And especially those of you that are working behind the scenes, we still see you, honey. You are not hiding from nobody, and you're not hiding anything from anybody. Okay? And I don't know what you expect my spirits to do. I don't know what you expect them to do. You're not getting what you want. If you try to steal my energy, we're going to take it right back. There's nothing you can do about it. So why don't you do this? I am going to extend an olive branch of peace to all of these witches on here, because I'm going to tell you something. You going down the... Honey, I can reverse the candles that you light in 3 seconds. As spiritus perit. That was 3 seconds. You understand what I'm saying? And then you get to oogie boogieing around, cussing and screaming, spitting and farting. And then you don't understand why. And it just makes no sense. Yeah, you really can't. And then some of them, they get into witchcraft because they want to settle some score, and they'll come out in social media and attack people. Baby, can you bring mommy her cigarettes and one of those lighters? They'll come out here in social media and they'll attack people. And it's like, honey, I'm sorry. You barking up totally the wrong tree. And I'm not either young or old. I am connected to each and every aspect of my existence. See, this is what happens when you take some time to yourself. Even though I have children, I can still meditate as long as I want. And my children meditate sometimes too, by the way. Okay? So, yeah, we don't believe in supporting men that attack children. It just makes no sense. And to be honest with you, I don't think anybody that has any good sense even watches his shows. But I think that you guys do need to be made consciously aware of people like this that exist. And people like this woman. And I'm sorry, I am really sorry. It's very sad. But women like you have no power. You've never had any power to do anything to anybody. In fact, this whole time, you haven't been doing anything to do harm to me. I've been having past life regression. So when I would have these past life regression experiences sometimes, I know the difference now. So it's very important for all of us, especially those of you that are understanding what I'm saying, is for you to sort of look away from that. It's kind of buffoonery. It's kind of funny to see somebody be such a puppet. This guy is a puppet, literally. And the puppet master isn't even the trolls. They're not even his puppet master. Now, how does that affect me? I'm not married to him. The only person that's going to affect is the woman that he's with. He's not with me, even though he would like to be. And he knows what I'm talking about. But that connection is over. Okay, we have cleansed. We done did our brews on the stove. We done seen bubbling and bubbles and all kind of filth come out of even our bodies, and we're done. We're done with that. You threaten children, and you really shouldn't even be around any fertile woman, because a man like that is going to attack your womb, and he may even affect your fertility. And that's not my life. It was not meant for me to sit and argue with this person for the rest of my life. You lighting candles to protect him means that you're trying to put me in a position where I'll be vulnerable for him. And so that's why he keeps you around, even though he doesn't like you. But then again, you don't even like yourself, sis, as a woman. And then you've went too far, with some of the things that I've heard that you've done have been really despicable. You've went way too far. So now my spirits are going to deal with you, to be honest with you. We've got a candle going because we're clearing that stuff out. It was probably a little something that we may have been, because I kind of have been waking up. I noticed for the past several days, I've kind of been waking up, and so, yeah, that'll be cleared up. Kind of feeling, I don't want to say congested, but I've been waking up kind of feeling, it's not congestion, it's a spiritual thing. They've been doing all kind of stuff. Protect him from what? The truth, that he's an egotistical maniac that wants to do harm to women, that wants to compete with women. This is really sad for somebody to be that low-lifed. What are you exactly protecting him from? The truth? Hey, Ty! Mama's mama. Come here, mama's mama. Come here, Daniela. Come here, mama. Tyrese had closed the door. She needs to come back in here with me. Sorry, I'm watching my grandbaby while my daughter's in the shower. Ty! Open these doors back up, sweetie, because the baby needs to come back here with me. Or either so I can see her. Where is she? Living room, ain't she? What's she doing? Playing with you. Oh, okay, so she's cool. Okay. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, they play really good together as long as nobody interferes. They're good. Hey, real estate student, how are you? No, these people are beefing with themselves. They are, and they're constantly scheming and plotting. And it's not about having beef. These people are talking about using magic, and you, like, honey, there is nothing magically that's going to protect him from what he's supposed to go through. I realize that he's like your demon god, and you just love to see him do all that evil, but that's probably not even the wishes of his own family. So his ancestors will deal with that. That's not my problem. I can tell you that he's going to get real sick and he's going to stay sick if he keeps doing the stuff that he's doing because he's messing with children. And he knows what I'm talking about. Okay? So, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but of course my son. Oh, that's Raven. Oh, Lord, this child done showed up. Raven, have you changed your wicked ways, Miss Wicked Witch? Looks like you have. Yeah, all of my children are still with me, but they plan to move out, you know. Oh, because you're bored. Okay, and then you'll be back over there probably attacking me again. Well, it's nice to see you come through with some positive energy, okay? So yeah. Yeah, but I'm just telling you what I know. And see, the divine feminine is calling all women to stick together. We have to join hands. It just doesn't matter. You know, rich, poor, tall, short, skinny, and fat women, we all have to love each other because we are being faced with our men being used against us, and this is going to affect all of us. And you never know how you may feel in a few years where you may want more positive things going on in your life. You never know. And you don't want to go down this road. It's not a good road to go down. Trust me. All of those people are not doing well in life. They're sick. You know, they're going through changes. You know, they're totally confused. And all of us, we're healing and going upward, and we're celebrating. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and so I just think that if you're somebody that's out in social media attacking people, it's probably because maybe you may sense something on them. But I can tell you that I have been getting attacked unprovoked. Um, you know what I could see was something that was of reptilian origin, but Raven, you're gonna have to go to somebody. You're gonna have to go to a healer, actual healer, to get that to get that. Did it try to possess me? Probably it tried to come over me, but I exorcise demons all the time. So you really need to go and see somebody that can, and I didn't put that on you. I wouldn't put something like that on a woman. I wouldn't do that. That was a male that did that. I love and respect the divine feminine. I understand her. I overstand her at a deeper level. But if you are a woman that's in a position where your mind is trying to force you to attack people, you're going to be dealt with, you know, because every woman has the right to live their life. And we're not living under a patriarchy. We're not. We never have been. Okay, and there's an exact history around this that involves all of the solstices. Okay, yeah, that's a male or originated thing. Yes. So I'm really excited because this Beltane ritual we've already got a lot of women that have participated. And if I guess if you're a man, you can participate, but it's more so for the women, especially women that have not had that divine masculine protection, you know. And so this is going to be very sacred. In fact, I'm getting prepared for it, and I have a lot to do. I do not want to get thrown off. I've got to order things. I've been ordering stuff, and I've got to get me a new dress. I do have an older dress up there that I could just wash up and wear, you know, maybe to save, because I do have a really pretty kind of, it's like a off whitish color. You need an exorcism. You need an exorcism, and there's a lot of other stuff that you need, Raven. You're welcome. Right now in society, we are at a point where we should be. Your children are hopefully at home away from the bullies. Because, Raven, you said that when you got bullied in school, I'm not trying to trigger you, but I would like to understand your take on this as far as, parents feeling that their kids should go to school to be bullied because these are things that can leave scars. And yeah, it is somehow connected to you, Raven, but you've got a lot of stuff that you need to do, and it's going to take you a couple of years. So, yeah, you've got some years of healing yourself and recovering yourself, and I can't think of anybody that I could recommend besides myself that could help you with that, but I do charge. So, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm pretty sure that if you ask spirit, because I can see an older woman helping you. She's not black. She's an older white lady. I can see her coming into your life helping you and really getting that stuff off of you. It depends on what all you got on you. I have clients that have been with me for years, and we're still working on it, because even after, if your body and your spirit has been doing certain things for so long, it sort of becomes an imprint, and it's kind of hard to break the cycle. So there has to be years and years of spiritual therapy after you have been taken over by some kind of demonic entity. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm not trying to encourage you to drink, but I think that drinking definitely does open the doorway. And I think that if you do open that doorway, to come up with some kind of plan to banish it off of you. It's pretty expensive, Raven. It's my hex removers start at 600. So, yeah, cleanses are 360. Mhm. Okay, so there has been an older white lady that's helping you. That's good. She don't do exorcisms. Okay. Okay. Well, um, I mean, I guess, are you asking me to do work for you? I don't necessarily mind. You'd have to contact me for a consultation. Okay. Well, ask her if she will. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that shamans do have the ability to banish bad spirits. They do. They have that ability to do that. Because many of you guys, is really nothing wrong with you. You just been under demonic possession. I'm pretty sure that at some point in your lives, there was a road that was taken that, it was meant for you to take that road, but it was probably meant for you to find a better way. Was it attached to you when you were born? You were born with a lot of spiritual attachments, but this entity is very different. This one was one that was sent to you. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, and it probably will stay that way until you raise up your vibrations and your frequencies, Raven. Um, yeah, it's and so you'll notice the signs that you're getting rid of it when you start to think more positively, and when you start to do more positive things. That's when you'll know that you're truly making advances. That's why I tell people, go back and look at go back and look at your videos, go back and self-analyze, you know what I'm saying, yourself, because that's the important thing to do. So anyway, back to what I was saying. All of you will be okay if you realize that many of the behaviors that you have, they are demonic possession, and this is something that really the divine feminine, she destroys men like Michael. She destroys them. Kali Ma, for example. Okay, Kali Ma is one of my goddesses that I work with. I don't even have to work with her all the time. I haven't had to work with her for a long time. But Kali Ma, the way that she defeated a very powerful demon that was tormenting people, which I believe is the same demon or either a similar one, she had sex with it. She seduced it. It was a pedophilic demon. She disguised herself as a young girl and she seduced that demon, and by seducing that demon she destroyed it. That's why Kali Ma is always depicted standing over. They say that it's Shiva. That's not Shiva. Shiva's definitely not a demon, but I can imagine if it was Shiva, she did bring about change to that particular situation. But yeah, Kali Ma is very you're welcome, Raven. Kali Ma is very powerful in that aspect. The divine feminine, the divine feminine does not harm women unless they are harming her earth or themselves. And she won't even harm you. She'll let you know straight up to your face that you're doing this stuff to harm yourself and that you need to change your ways. And she will bring you messages about that. She harms people and entities that try to harm women and children. And, you know, women and children are very vulnerable in this society. We really are. And, well, I think that we can make ourselves vulnerable. You don't have to be vulnerable. You can actually be very strong. But they want us to be vulnerable. Okay, so it's very important for you to big up your leaders and the people that are showing you, hey, listen, I got this against me, I got that against me, but guess what? I'm standing strong, and it's nothing that you can do to change that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, crystals, but fire is what is up. So we're going to be doing our fire ritual for Beltane. And so I'm going to wrap this up, you guys. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But I did want to send out that message that if you are a divine feminine that understands exactly what I'm talking about, that you are protected. If you are falsely accusing people, believing lies that you heard from people, then you've been lied to. You know, there is a such thing as believing something that isn't the truth. And I've seen many people do it, or either they just want to believe it. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Most of us mothers that have worked hard, I have gray hairs in my head. And it's important to protect the mommies, you know, especially the mommies that have several children. You know, those women are very important. They are doing the work of the goddess. They are doing the work of the universe. And people need to quit bothering those people. You know, especially when it comes to the men around them. You know, men have been negatively affected. And it takes a very strong divine masculine. But it really takes a strong divine feminine. It really does, you know, because all men are not disgusting like that. They're trying to normalize it. They're trying to normalize pedophilia. They're trying to, you know, groom everybody to be accepting of this crap, and we're not. I charge 35 for my 30-minute readings, and then I charge 70 for 1 hour. I haven't updated my prices on Etsy, but you know, you guys are free to go shop on Etsy no matter what, even if it's a conflicting price, so don't worry about it. But that's how much I'm charging for, you know, this. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Raven. Yeah, I'd definitely be willing to do a reading for you, hon. That makes me feel so good. Thank you, Orion's daughter. So, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Let me hop back on camera real quick. I'm gonna go in here and follow up with some people and get ready for a reading that I gotta do this evening. Um, if you have went on the path of trying to destroy women and children, You on the wrong path. Ain't nothing good gonna come from that. They finding it out over in China. They finding it out over in Italy. Okay, and I'm not speaking ill on Italy, but have you ever seen a situation where everybody is demonically possessed at the same time? I've seen it. I've noticed how people can go into this catatonic state. And same thing that happened with Gabriel Fernandez. Everybody knew that that child was being abused, including family members, but all of them were frozen in time. All of them were just ignoring it. All of them were being kept distracted. All of them were in fear, gripped in fear by that demon. And that's a very regretful, sad situation. We have to remind ourselves, okay? We have to remind ourselves of that. And this particular group of people have been trying to bring me down for years because they know I'm a child's rights activist. It doesn't matter a man's money, his sex. I'm not the type of person to get digmatized anyway. But that was their way of trying to destroy me by getting this silly man to be a walking, talking, flying monkey. But in reality, he ain't doing nothing but making himself look bad because he's not welcome around my children and he's not welcome in my house. And that's the last word on that. Okay? Yeah. I know love and unicorns exactly. No, the devil is appropriate. You're fine with that. Yeah. Yeah. Raven, you really do need to talk to me, hun, because I can absolutely help you. And anybody in the black sector that wants my help, y'all can come to me if you done got tired of it. If it's because I'm pretty sure that there's many of them that are feeling drained, and this thing, my children will be away at college, or and so many wonderful things are happening for my children right now, like, and we don't come and share because but there's a lot of wonderful things that are happening for my children. They'll be moved out. They'll be, and then what will it be? When you see that, just like they said all kind of crazy stuff. Oh, she's delusional. She's not really blessed by God. She doesn't really have all of this. But then as I keep proving them wrong, which I don't have to prove myself, all I have to do is live my life and enjoy my family. I mean, if you're constantly trying to prove yourself, how can you really enjoy yourself? Like, just live in it, just bask in the ambience of it all, so we gonna kick it on Beltane, and we're not gonna get too drunk, but we are gonna have some wine, and we'll be making all sorts of wine and food offerings to our spirits. It's really going to be a beautiful ceremony. It's going to actually be out there by that tree where we'll set up the four-pillar altar, which does symbolize the Four of Wands. And so you guys are already benefiting from that energy right now. Yeah, it is ooey gooey. It is, and it's wonderful. Yeah, absolutely. So once you get touched by that angel and you have the ability to feel good, because to be honest with you, these energies have existed for so long, but you don't have to allow it to affect and touch yourself or your family. We know that these bad negative energies out there exist, but guess what? We're going to protect our children from it. Okay, so help us, goddess, and we're going to have fun. And that's all it is to it. And many of us women are going to commune together. We're going to join hands and beat this thing. Okay, so yeah, turn up. Exactly. So I gotta go, guys. I gotta go do a reading. I'm gonna be back a little bit later on tonight from my computer, and we're gonna talk about Beltane. Okay, so I'm gonna get the show set up and everything, and then I'll see you guys later. Okay, because we want to get into the witchy stuff. By the way, guys, what Spirit wants me to do so that I'll never forget about any of the Sabbats or the equinoxes is they want me to order the equinox wheel. So I'll have one of those to add that because I seriously almost forgot about Beltane. And Beltane is so important, especially for us, not just women and children and mothers, but for men as well. because this divine masculine energy is going to come in through this ritual. And that's what we need, okay? All right, guys. I love you guys. Love and light and lavender. Bye-bye.